This, me and the dogs this morning, for gap, are doing our thing. Walking on the ground. See the feet? The victory of the feet. Their four paws are on the ground all the time. And I was just musing. I'm going up to Sedona hopefully here in a few days for the summer. And I'm going to enjoy walking barefoot on the red rocks and the red dirt. And I was just feeling back to, I got a pre-med degree before I decided I can't become an MD. And I remember learning about evolution. Obviously, we did a lot of evolution with Darwin and so forth. And even back then, I go, wait a minute. That's not enough mathematical statistical time for it to jump. There were knot points, meaning it knotted up, and it could not have happened with missing links. Like when did organisms crawl out of the ocean? How did they crawl out of the ocean? And it didn't really happen that way. And another one is, how do you go from an exoskeleton, exo, like crabs or the ancient horseshoe crabs, to all of a sudden having a skeleton on the inside, an endoskeleton? How does that happen? Like you have the skeleton halfway in and out, and it takes millions of years for evolution to do that? Obviously not workable. So there were a bunch of missing links. And then the obvious one with humans and apes and so forth. But so we get divided and conquered. I was looking at an old video from last year. Still a good one. One of the last ones I did in Sedona last year. Where I say division, division. When you're divided and conquered, it turns into die, as in live and die, vision. You die. When you divide the universe, the oneness, into me and not me, you set up enmity, fighting, killing each other, division, losing energy, death. You create death. And so I was looking at the earthing thing going, look at my feet and how they feel walking on the ground. And look at the puppies, how their four paws are perfectly designed. And I was just feeling how obviously we have so many nerve endings in our hands and our feet. If you do the inner body awakening, which is a powerful exercise on the planet for feeling your own inner energies, ancient Shiva technique, innerbodyawakening.com. It's what I use every day, every morning for a couple hours right now and throughout the day. Anyway, these nerve endings, like every acupuncturist or acupressurist knows, that in your feet and your hands are incredibly sensitive. Your feet are super ticklish, yet you can walk on them all day long and they're not ticklish. They turn into another mode of sending and receiving earth energies. And Spirit told me very strongly during this latest Kundalini upgrade I'm going through, or this energy healing, earthing, go to the earth twice a day. And so I do, as much as I can. It's very, very helpful for grounding your energy, to walk on the ground, obviously. Put them in the dead leaves. Put your feet on the ground, hold them on the ground, feel the dirt. All good. So this division becomes division. We die in a divided vision. I'm repeating myself. But so where else? So you have evolution versus divine design in the case of biology. And I said, well, there's no division. There's no division. If you believe in just evolution, Darwinian, your feet were designed over millions of years. And humans, for the vast, vast, vast majority of the time humans have been on the planet, we walk barefoot. Well, whatever's designing that, if you just believe it's nature, that's what she wants. She wants you to walk barefoot. Now, it's not practical on black asphalt anymore so much in developed cities and so forth, and where they don't let you, no shoes, no shirt, no service, right? Yeah, I like that Kenny Chesney saying, no shoes, no shirt, no problems. That's right. No shoes, no shirt, no problems. Get your sunshine. I'm going to do that here in a minute. Do the Gayatri mantra with the sun and my earthing this morning. There is no division. If God if he designed your feet, then she thinks that's the best plan for you connecting to the earth, feeling part of the earth. Why do Indian trackers, why did they walk barefoot? Because they could sense where things were. Hear through your feet, in a sense, the way Helen Keller did. Gabby always scares me when she barks in my ear. So there's no division. Where else are we divided and conquered? Evolution versus intelligent design. It's a very intelligent design. We can come together on common ground. For example, about the feet are a beautiful design, 25 or 26, I forget, bones that are incredibly intricate, perfectly puzzled in 3D put together. And you can run on your feet. You can put 1,000 pounds of pressure on your big toe and the one next to it while you're running really fast. And somehow you don't break those fragile bones. It's a miracle. I talk about that in the Inner Body Awakening as I get you to start to feel your hands and your feet as well. First video I ever made on YouTube, a natural walking exercise, where I talk about this. Not the earthing particularly, but where you're naturally walking. The most perfect exercise is designed again by nature and or God of walking. It's a perfect mechanism for releasing your hormones, getting you a gentle movement exercise. And then if you're into building muscle, do some lion stuff. Run really hard for about, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. With breaks, interval training, like the paleo people are finding out now again. Hey, that builds muscle. Yeah, no kidding. Lions don't get fat, yet they seem to lay around for 18 hours a day at least, right? They have short bursts of speed. Hello, nature mate, you want muscles? The treadmill is ridiculous. That's a little different between men and women because of the testosterone thing, but look into it. Anyway, divided and division is an artificial thing. There's no division between evolution and divine design. There's no separation. It's the same beautiful feet, beautiful body. So whenever I meet people, I say, well, whatever you believe in, if you believe in science, obviously your feet are beautifully designed through evolution. It's probably good for them to be free of shoes once in a while. Or if you believe in design, then God made your feet to touch the earth, to walk barefoot. That's how he made you in the Garden of Eden. You want to go back to the Garden of Eden? Hello? Before Adam and them put on clothes and shoes and corsets and ties, and tied themselves all up in civilization. It's right there. So expand it to everything else. Where else is my vision divided? Divided vision is an artificial construct and the main tool of those who divide and conquer planets. They've been doing that on Earth for about 300,000 years. The fall happened about 5 million years ago, but the overt dividing and conquering has been going on for about 300,000. Infected Atlantis, Lemuria, so forth. And then every other civilization after that has fallen. So, don't be divided and conquered. I think there may be an article from years ago where Spirit spoke to me one day and said, I heard the voice that said, I am not opposed to anything or by anything. How can that which is one with everything be opposed by anything? And Spirit showed me how if you work with them together, then you gather on common ground. Where am I being divided, dying? Where am I dividing myself? That's it for today. Check out, if you want to attend the webcast, Sundays, California time, 10:30 a.m. live. But you can just get the recording too. If you're in Australia, I know it's like 3 a.m. or something the next day. Check it out, tobiaslars.com. And I recommend the awakening processes. The inner body awakening, Spirit has me back doing it every day. Much love. Don't be divided and conquered. You, only you, can prevent the dividing and conquering of Earth. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only you, it's up to you. It's up to you. Much love. More later.